Hey everybody, today we're going to be working on a 2023 Mazda CX-5. Going to be doing a full decontamination in ceramic coating. Taking a quick walk around to see the condition of the vehicle. This is a daily driver with just a few thousand miles on it. It's never been coated before. Talking to the owners, they wanted coating on it. The dealership wanted to charge just crazy prices to get this done. And so now they're working with me. So initially we're going to do a full decontamination on the vehicle. We're going to make sure it's stripped clean of any sealants or waxes, anything that might be bonding on the paint. If you haven't already, please take a moment, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and share with anybody who you might think would enjoy this video. I'm going to start with the first step, which is the pre-wash. I'm going to be going through 10 steps on this, and as my pre-wash, I'm using P&S Pearl Auto Shampoo. Actually, my first time using this shampoo, and I was so happy with the results. I thought it was great. I love the way it smells. It smells like lemon cake, as you can see in the description there. And it was just really, it was a great product. I'm really happy with it, and I will definitely be using it again. I really like the behavior of the foam, because it's not like a typical snow foam where it really just clings to the paint. You'll see this after a short amount of time that the P&S will wash, kind of come down the paint. You'll see it pulling the dirt off. Right there you can see the dirt running down the paint. And really that's what you want the soap to do. You want the soap to pull the dirt off the paint. You don't want that dirt on there when you make contact. And again, you know, doing the wheels, you can see right here just how well the all-purpose cleaner and the snow foam is working. It's just, the wheels look really good already. Again, this car is in not bad shape. Just an initial walk around, I see just a few light swirls, but nothing too crazy. I was really happy with the condition, and I was really impressed by the quality of the build and the paint of the Mazda. I thought it was pretty nice. So in the video right now, you're seeing the first initial rinse. You're going to see many more rinses as I proceed with this wash and the ceramic coating. I believe I had 4, but initially I did the pre-wash, and really that just involves spraying the foam on and then rinsing it off after it does its work on the soap. I'm not touching the paint yet with a towel. Here I'm doing the engine bay. The engine bay wasn't horrible. Again, the car is relatively new. It was pretty dusty and just needed a light cleaning. So just foaming it, giving it a light spray off, wipe down, putting some dressing on some of the plastic pieces, and I think it came out really, really nice. Now that the engine bay is clean, I'm going to move to the next step, which is step 2, which is a contact wash. I'm going to refoam the car, and I'm actually going to be touching the car now and cleaning all the seams, cleaning all the emblems, everything that might be hiding trapped dirt. And at this point, I'm going to touch the paint with a towel. I use the 1 bucket method, which is basically 1 towel per panel. Once I've cleaned that panel, I put that towel away and I get a new towel and move to the next panel. I am barely touching the paint at this point, trying to eliminate any scratches that could be possible. You won't see it in this video, but following the contact wash, I am going to do an acid wash using Atom Strip Wash, which will remove any residual waxes, sealants, anything that might be on the paint. It's going to use a more acidic cleaner to pull those off. You'll see it right here where I'm checking the paint, following the acid wash, and there's absolutely nothing left on this paint. You can see it. Following the acid bath is going to be one of my favorite parts, which is the iron remover and the clay bar. I am using the iron remover in connection with my clay bar, so I'm actually spraying iron remover on my clay bar. The soap is on the paint, which I use as a lubrication, and so I'm killing 2 birds with 1 stone, and of course here, rinsing it off. Step 5 is inspecting the paint. Now that everything's completely clean, completely stripped, I'm looking for the imperfections that escaped my eye before. You know, here's the things that I didn't notice that were covered up by dirt. You can see bird etching right here. There was a number of bird etching from bird droppings all over the hood of the car. They weren't bad. Again, we're looking at it with a microscope. And of course, to remove all that is going to be paint correction. Now, for the paint correction, I'm using a new product. The product that I'm using is RUPES Uno Pure Ultrafine Polish in connection with a white foam pad. I love this combination. I love this polish. I thought it worked great. It removed really light swirl marks. It got rid of the bird etching that you saw.
Okay.
It was super predictable. The results, the work time was great. The wipe off was super easy. There was no residue. I couldn't have been happier. I'm thrilled with this product, and I will definitely try the other products in their Pure line, or in their Uno line rather. Really, I thought it was great. The seventh step is the walk around. The walk around is really what you expect it to be. You're inspecting your work. As I'm inspecting my work, I'm really just looking for anything that I miss. Any spots that, you know, that maybe I just didn't catch on the initial walk around, anything that I left behind, but really it looked great. And of course, the next step, step 8, is the panel prep using an isopropyl alcohol solution. I'm using the 3D panel prep, which I like and I've always had great results with, just to wipe down, making sure, again, there's nothing left on the paint. Step 9 is the ceramic coating. I mentioned earlier that I'm using Adam's Advanced Graphene, which I've really liked. I have very consistent results with this ceramic coating. I've used it on a number of vehicles. It's easy to maintain, and I like this one, so I stick with it. Now, one of the hardest things about putting a ceramic coating on is not the ceramic coating itself. The ceramic coating is very easy to work with. It rainbows. Once it rainbows, after a few minutes, you know it's time to wipe it off. It comes off super easy. It's easier to work with than wax. The difficult part about a ceramic coating is the prep, which was shown at the beginning of the video. You really have to make sure the coating bonds properly to the paint, because ceramic coating bonds at a molecular level. And so you want to make sure that there's nothing in between the coating and the paint. And that's where the decontamination and the wash process comes in. The better bond that you get, the longer that it's going to last, the better results you're going to have, better gloss, on and on it goes, right? That's what you want. You want a proper bond. So the work is in the decontamination process and the prep process. Can you put ceramic coating on a vehicle that hasn't been polished or paint corrected? Yeah, you can. You just will not have as good a result. It's kind of like your grandma's old coffee table that she used to put the glass on top of. Imagine that that coffee table had a water ring on it, or a ring from the coffee cup, and then she put the glass on top. Well, that water ring is always going to be in between the glass and the coffee table, and you're always going to see it. It's very much the same with ceramic coating. If you do not remove the swirl marks, if you do not remove the bird etching and the imperfections on the paint, all you're doing is putting a coating on top of them. You're still going to see them. You're bringing luster to the paint, which I actually think brings those swirl marks out even more. Now, the final step in our process is step 10 here, where I'm doing a full detail on the interior. The customer had complained there had some coffee stains on the roof of the car, on the headliner. There was some makeup stains on the headliner. I hate touching headliners. I think once you touch them, they're never perfect again. But obviously, if there's like coffee stains and makeup stains on it, it's not perfect anymore. I used my new steamer, which I got from Harbor Freight, and I loved it. I thought it was super easy. It's a handheld steamer. For $35, you couldn't go wrong. The coffee stains came right out. The makeup I worked on for a good long while, but you know, I got it out probably to about 20%. I let the customer know, hey, look, there's a point where you actually risk damaging the headliner because you have to scrub so hard, or you have to put so much into it to remove that stain. I got it out as much as I possibly could, and then I left it at that. They were thrilled with the results. They could barely see it. I probably scrutinized it much more than they did, but ultimately, I think the point of all this is I love the steamer. It was really great to work with, and I think it's a really great value for your money. If you're looking for a handheld steamer, definitely go and pick one up. Here you see that handheld steamer again. You might be wondering why I didn't do an extraction on the carpet. The car only has a few thousand miles on it. The idea for detailing is you want to really change as little as possible. I guess maybe is one way to say it. You want to introduce as little chemicals and water as possible. You only really do what's necessary because it's all about preservation. So I don't want to introduce water and chemicals to an otherwise perfect carpet. All that really needs to happen is a little bit of dirt on the emblems. The carpets need to be blown out, a good vacuum, maybe a spot clean here and there, and they came out beautifully. Now I used the steamer in connection with my air gun. As you can see, this combination not only is really effective, but it's super fun to work with. The air guns that you're seeing probably on a lot of videos now, they work exceptionally well. They blow turbulent air at the car, at the mat, whatever it is, and it breaks up the dirt, it breaks up everything, and it's so helpful. You know, you hear often that this is a detailer's best friend. It really is. This is a great tool, so much better than just a regular air wand that you might use. So the car's all clean. Please check out the final results. Thank you for watching, everybody. Please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. And if there's something that you'd like to see in a future video or product, please let me know in the comments below. I'd be happy to show it.